This is Bill White with a VOA Special English Development Report. Health ministers from almost all Asian and Pacific countries have promised to provide more resources to fight AIDS and HIV, the virus that causes the disease. They made the announcement last month at an international conference on AIDS in Asia and the Pacific. Health officials, activists, and doctors from the area met in Melbourne, Australia. Currently, an estimated 7.5 million people are infected with HIV in Asia and the Pacific. However, an international group that studies AIDS in Asia says this is changing. The group says AIDS and HIV rates in Asia are increasing faster than anywhere else in the world. The group reports that only 3 countries have national infection rates of more than 1%. They are Burma, Thailand, and Cambodia. However, other countries have extremely high rates of infections among some population groups in some areas. These countries include India, China, and Indonesia. Karen Stanecki heads the group that is studying AIDS in Asia. She says that it is only a question of time before infection rates in Asia increase. Ms. Stanecki says Africa is an example. She says there was little evidence of HIV infections in southern Africa in the early 1990s. Today, however, some African countries have infection rates of 10 to 15% of their populations. Bernard Schwartlander works for the United Nations AIDS program. Dr. Schwartlander says some groups in Asia are already at high risk of becoming infected. They include people who sell sex for money, men who have sex with men, and people who inject drugs. The rate of HIV infections has increased among these groups in countries including China, Vietnam, and Nepal. Dr. Schwartlander says the spread of HIV probably will not remain limited only to these groups. He says evidence from other countries shows that HIV has spread from high-risk groups to other members of the population. Dr. Schwartlander says Asian governments must take immediate action to keep HIV rates low. Experts say only Thailand and Cambodia have effective HIV prevention programs. This VOA Special English Development Report was written by